There we go. Hi, y'all. It's Naya. If you have never been to my channel before, welcome to my channel. I am Naya. Call me Naya. And welcome to my very first live stream. Okay, so y'all know that I do not like talking to myself into a camera and then uploading a video. So until we get the momentum going, shit, I'm probably still gonna be talking to myself, but I don't really too much give a fuck. It is what it is. Plus, I ain't gotta wait on a long fucking download time. But we about to go ahead and get into this energy for divine feminine, divine masculine Cancer. I need to clean my glasses first. So I'm sorry, just let me go ahead and get that together. Shit. I'm gonna be switching out my glasses. I'm that more than one pair of glasses as girl now, and I'm just so proud of myself. I'm just so proud of myself. I don't know what was going on with me yesterday. If you are a part of my big old family and you saw that I did not go live yesterday, or I'm sorry, this morning, then I don't know what it was, but I was sick as hell. I got so sick just all of a sudden. I don't know what the fuck was going on with me, but I was so sick. Hey, Andre. I was so sick yesterday. I had just started getting so sick out of the blue. I don't know what the fuck was going on with me, but I am here. Hey, y'all. Oh my gosh, not y'all here. We about to get started. We're gonna do Cancer. We about to go ahead and get into it with Cancer. I miss y'all so much. I'm probably gonna go live on Big O later on today around 6:30. Probably don't hold me to it, but I do still have to get something out. It's Lee Lady Hable. I do still gotta get something out. I'm going to be going through water signs today, so we about to go ahead and get started. But the first thing I want to get started with is some moon oracles for Cancer, divine feminine, divine masculine. We're gonna go ahead and get it cracking with y'all. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. I hope this is up enough. I just got done washing my face and like showering and like I was not feeling good. I was not. I've been in the bed like just nursing myself, but I feel better. I feel a lot better. So I'm like real shiny right now. So don't mind that. But divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. Hmm. The first one that I had that came out, actually, I don't need all these other ones. The first one that came out for you, Cancer, is to leave the past behind. Last quarter moon in Capricorn. Let me set that over here. Leave the past behind. And let me get two more for divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. The second one that I have here says full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. So you gotta leave the past behind and then take a reality check. Let me get one more for divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. Hmm. So I feel like too, Cancer, maybe you need to realize that something is just no longer worth your energy. Something is no longer worth your energy. Somebody may not be worth your energy. A certain place, thing, movement, I don't give a fuck, but something else is just not worth your energy anymore. I have detoxify, full moon in Taurus. Yeah, getting something out your system. So it's not just, a lot of times when we get rid of things, and it's not just enough to get rid of things or certain situations or people or whatever, just physically. We gotta release them mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Like we just can't keep like if people are still living rent free in your head, you might as well let them back in your bed. All right, but we gotta leave the past behind, take a reality check, and then detoxify. Something is not worth your energy anymore, or something needs to be let go. Cancer, completely the fuck let go. Whether it be feelings or certain emotions behind a thing, or I don't want to say like even holding a grudge because I don't want to put that on nobody. Shit, if it don't belong to it, don't. But I just feel like something is overdue as far as not needing to be in your life no more. I got patience as a virtue. Let me get one more. So I feel like also too, Cancer, don't rush nothing or don't be rushed. I have give without expectation and your belief is right for you. Crosswatcher, I got patience is a virtue. Your beliefs are right for you and give without expectation. Yeah, so also too now with patience is a virtue, your beliefs are right for you, give without expectations. You're getting told to detoxify, to leave the past behind. You're being told to take a reality check and shit. I feel like too, Cancer, maybe you need to realize that people are not going to love you or be there for you the same way that you are for them. I have had to tell y'all time and time and time again that when you are working or when you are in the frequency of love, or if love is your energy, you can't like you can't always expect for people to just to treat you or be there for you in the same type of way that you are for them. It just doesn't work like that all the time. So I feel like too, but I do. So I feel like too, Cancer, don't think that everybody is just gonna like don't expect for people to give back to you what you've given to them. I feel like that's a dummy move, and I feel like you set yourself up for failure when you do shit like that. And that's with anybody. I don't care if you got cancer, sun, moon, rising. I don't care if you ain't got cancer nowhere in your chart. It's like when you are put. It's like if you give somebody $1 million, you can't expect for everybody else to give you back $1 million because not everyone is a millionaire. You see what I'm trying to put that in simple terms, but not everybody's a millionaire. Not everybody has that to be able to give. You feel me? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me get some Starseed oracles for you, Cancer. Patience is a virtue. Your beliefs are right for you and give without expectation. So I'm also going to say this too. Now, just leave the past behind. You also had to take a reality check. Your beliefs may be right for you, but I talked about don't be rushed and don't rush anybody else. That does not mean that everybody is going to resonate or everybody is going to agree with your beliefs as well too, Cancer. So it's like you can't think that people is just going to automatically fall in line with the way that you feel like things should be done. Whether it be you don't feel like, whether it be emotionally, financially, physically, or whatever, it's like everybody is not going to go along with your ideas either. Everybody is not going to agree with you. Everybody not going to find you or your ideas or whatever the fuck. Everybody's just not going to flow with what the fuck that you feel is right. So your beliefs are right for you, yes, just like other people's beliefs are right for them. So don't be forced and don't force anything, all right? I got baby steps. It says action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. And then you have activated earth, power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Trust where you're led. And then the last one that I have here is perspective. It says none of this matters. Zoom out and common ground. You had to take a reality check here too. Like I said, something is just not worth giving so much energy to. And I feel like also to, Cancer, pick your battles. Everything does. I'm not saying that you out here fighting and squabbling and all of that shit. Even when you wrong, you right. I ain't saying that you out here squabbling and all that shit, Cancer. You out here causing problems, whatever. But at the same time too, I just feel like not everything needs to be like a task, or not everything should be or has to be blown up or made big or anything like that. But you got power places, ley lines. Trust where you're led. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. That's confirmation on it twice. I feel like too, Cancer, you could have as of recently or fallen under the category of not following your intuition and you played yourself, or you wound up fucking around and getting played because you did not follow your intuition. So I feel like too, Cancer, if you want to keep yourself out of a certain emotional state, then you need to follow that first gut feeling that you get, because if you don't follow it and things happen against the way that you wanted them to, you don't want to fall into a space of victim blaming or pointing a finger or, well, it was you, it was this. No, you knew what it was before it fucking even started, before it even got there, before things even developed in that way, but you decided not to listen. So whose fault is it? We got to keep it a buck. Let me get some African goddess oracles here for Cancer. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. You got none of this matters, zoom out and common ground. So the first one we got is Abol Nimba, harvest. Abol Nimba, harvest. Let me get one more for Cancer, please. None of this matters, zoom out and common ground. So I feel like also too, Cancer, maybe learning how to compromise, maybe needing to learn how to compromise, whether that be you dealing with somebody that needs to learn that or you yourself. But I just feel like compromising is very important here. 50-50, common ground struck a nerve. I just feel like knowing how to compromise or need to learn how to compromise is like extremely fucking important, okay? So it's like no more my way or the highway type shit, cuz you going to find yourself on the highway. That whole, oh, it's either going to be my way or we ain't fucking with each other. You gonna find yourself by yourself for a long ass time, keeping yourself in that type of mentality. It's like I was just watching this video the other day where this man was talking about why is it that men are dying alone in nursing homes, or elderly men are dying in nursing homes. It's because they was either a piss poor ass father, or because they was being a player or whatever. They didn't want to lock nobody down. Situations like that. Like if you stay within the same cycle, within the same toxic cycle, or if you don't change certain things or whatever, it's like you gonna find yourself by yourself. The very thing that you work so hard not to be, you will become. Yeah, all right, keep fucking playing if you want to. I got Mommy Kumba Bang, speak up. So I have harvest, and then I also have speak up here. So I also feel like too, Cancer, do not allow any emotions or anything to build up, because I feel like they could express themselves or come out in ways that are not conducive to the situation or the conversation. I feel like also too, it's like, I'm gonna use this as an example. It's like bringing up something that happened months ago that the other person may not even remember, and it's like, wait, I didn't even know you had a problem, but here we are months later and you bringing it up or whatever. I just feel like that does not help you at all. So it's like, even if those types of things happen, even if though, yeah, it's like, even if those things happen, it's like, even if that happened, it's like, how the fuck can you actually expect for someone to be able to have like a mature conversation with you about it? And it's especially if they don't remember the situation, or it's like, because with some people they'll think like, well, it couldn't have been that deep if you didn't bring it up at that time. Now we also have to understand that people have, we can't always expect for people to do things in the timing that we want them to. But at the same time, I've never done that before. I've never done a couples reading before. Give me some time, I'd be on that, I'd do it, but I've never done it before. But it's like, even if somebody didn't like necessarily even like mean no harm by it, whatever, it's like, how was they able to express themselves, or how are they able to take up from themselves about something that you could have had on your mind for months and months and months, or something that you have come to conclusions about for a long period of time, and they walking around thinking everything gravy, not knowing that deep inside, like, you feeling some type of way. That's just not fair. So I'm gonna also say this to you, Cancer: treat others the way that you want to be treated. If you don't want nobody to be taking down notes and months or all year, and then at the end of the year they just release all of this shit at you, don't do that to somebody else, all right? Now, I don't never want to feel like I'm putting something on somebody that don't belong to, but at the same time, I am not someone who is going to pacify no bullshit feelings, actions, none of that shit. If you own some bullshit, I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you from a place of love, because I want you to be better. But at the same time, I'm going to tell you, like, don't be gathering up a whole bunch of shit and then wait to the last minute to say something, or think that, it's not to say that your feelings aren't, you feel me? It's like, it's not to say that your feelings aren't justified, but at the same time, it's like, how is somebody supposed to really be able to, like, how is somebody like get, like, somebody has to be, it needs to be a fair fight. You feel me? It has to be fair. That's all I'm saying. It's got to be a fair fight. But let me read Harvest for you. It says, give thanks, you are being blessed. It says, it is harvest time, pay attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. It says, harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here another day on this earth. That is all harvest. What seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? The goddess declaration for this card says, we are always prospering. We are always prospering. Ooh wee. Let's get this last one speak up here before we hop into the tarot or anything else. Let's keep going. I don't know. I ain't gonna say I'm nervous, but I ain't, man, look, like I said, I ain't gonna pacify, and I'm not gonna always say stuff that people is gonna like, but I don't care. It says, speak up, speak out, speak on it. You have a right to be heard. You are betraying yourself by not speaking up. Your words have power. It says, own your voice. As the old saying goes, stand up for something or fall for anything. Being neutral is not an option. When you stand firmly in your truth, you have thoughts, opinions, beliefs, and convictions. What do you stand for? Tell someone today. Today. The goddess declaration for this card says, I reclaim my voice, I speak out and speak up. This second angel message, it said, your beliefs are right for you. So it's like, I feel like also too, Cancer, don't think that people can read your mind either. All right, I gotta keep it honest with you, baby. Don't think that people should just automatically know how you feel about something, or if you're upset or whatever. Now, I can understand, being with somebody for a minute, and so you just expect for them to just kind of already have like an idea of certain things. But at the same time, do not expect for people to just read your mind and just know that Cancer feels a certain type of way about a certain thing. And especially too, I feel like Cancer, don't expect for people to acknowledge your feelings or acknowledge things that you have not said. It's like, can't nobody, like, it's like, I'm gonna use this as an, like, I'll say it like this: don't nobody know that a person has a broken leg or a broken bone or whatever unless they scream out or say, or it's shown that they have a broken leg or a broken bone somewhere. If you have a broken leg and you don't say nothing, ain't nothing gonna get fixed. If you don't if you don't speak, if you don't say nothing, nothing is going to get fixed. So then if you're walking around limping with this pain and you thinking that people is just supposed to just know, that is fucking delusional. I love you. I say it respectfully because I'm not trying to be but it's crazy. No. All right? It's like, yes, you people can know to a certain deal, like maybe they can feel that something may be wrong with you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they know what the actual problem is. It's like you could be limping, you got a broken leg the whole time, but somebody else could think that it's something wrong with your ankle, or they could think that maybe you got something going on with your hip. They don't fucking know. All right, so don't leave things up to speculation. Shit. All right, let's go ahead and get to the tarot for you. Like I said, Cancer, something just does not, something is not worth the energy. Something is just not, I feel like give yourself time. He doesn't have feelings, but underneath it all, he does. See, and that doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the situation. It don't help, like, it doesn't help. It don't help. Don't work against, it doesn't make sense to work against something that you could have said you wanted for so long or that means so much to you or whatever. Don't work against it. It wouldn't make any fucking sense to do that. But let's go ahead and get started with you, Cancer. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. I just gotta keep it honest with you, Cancer. I do, I do, I do. All right, so the first one here that I got the Nine of Pentacles, and then I also got the Page of Pentacles here too. So I feel like, Cancer, you could be focused on your finances right now with this Page of Pentacles, and then also too with this Nine of Pentacles here. Hmm. Let me get clarity on this. This Page of Pentacles and then this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you could have been. I feel like maybe it took a lot of patience or a lot of time for you to grow something. I got the Death card here. This is change and transformation. Yeah, I feel like something could have took a long time for you to get, or something could take a little minute for you to obtain. Now I'm just saying, like, stay patient. You were told to follow your intuition and common ground. None of this matters. So I feel like also too, Cancer. Sometimes when it comes down to business decisions or certain things, it's like, don't think that, like, don't be afraid to take risks. I'll say that. Sometimes the most successful outcomes come from the biggest chances that we take. We hear that saying, chances make champions. Sometimes it's like you can say, damn, but that would mean my whole savings, or that would mean my whole this, or that would mean my whole that. If you're not willing to sacrifice for it, then don't work for it. Don't go for it. Don't If you're not willing to sacrifice for it, don't say that you want it, because when you get it, there's still going to have to be sacrifices made. Even with marriages, finances, whatever, you're still going to have to sacrifice. You're still going to have to sometimes put aside what your ego wants you to do for what your dream needs you to do. You feel me? I hope that makes some type of sense. I don't know how else to say it. Shit. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. Divine feminine, divine masculine, Cancer. What is going on here? Hmm. So the next one that I have here is the Hierophant. Hmm. So now so I don't know if it's like a change in, like, relationships, a change in or a shift in a relationship, something happening within a relationship. The Hierophant here, marriage. I got the Tower here, and then I also got the Two of Pentacles here too. So I'm gonna also say this, like I said, Cancer, if you are not happy or you are not satisfied with something, then you need to say that. But it's just giving me like an energy of kind of like a trouble in paradise, possibly even like going back and forth, financial struggles. I feel like also too, don't allow something else that may frustrate you to, don't bring the frustrations of something else into into what you currently have. So I'll use as an example being frustrated about your job and finances and allowing that frustration to seep into your relationship. That wouldn't make any sense. That wouldn't make any sense. So I feel like compartmentalizing things. But this tower, this two of pentacles, the Hierophant, and also the ten of wands here too. Yeah, so also too, Cancer, you may not be expressing your feelings right now. Now this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy right now. Cancer, you could have cut yourself off from the world in a certain sense, or you are just not being that very like expressive or whatever. But I feel like also too, as far as like the tower is concerned, the Hierophant and the two of pentacles, I feel like maybe there needs to be like a change of scenery or a change of pace, or like maybe a new surrounding. I'm gonna say this, Cancer, like maybe you need to do like a deep cleansing of your home, sage your home. Say sage your home, Cancer. Clean up real good or something, because I just feel like I just feel like maybe you just need to cleanse your space or something like that. But I feel like you could have shut yourself off or closed yourself off to a certain degree here. I got the Judgment card here, so I also feel like too, Cancer, you could have been refraining from saying something for a long time, or refraining from expressing some type of feelings. You were told to speak up, speak out, and to speak on it, Cancer. Changes are not going to be made until you invoke them, until you let people know what needs to happen or how you feel. But Cancer, I feel like you right now you might not be saying anything. Cancer, you could have also decided not to deal with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I have the lovers here, and then I also got the six of cups. Cups energy, a lot to spare my feelings, man. Cups energy, now that's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We got the lovers here, that's also Gemini. So I feel like also too, maybe Cancer not saying anything, or maybe keeping the peace, because maybe something has a lot of history. Maybe something was just like, it's like a, I don't know. It's like maybe it's like going through something, or being with someone that you're able to be like extremely vulnerable with, or yourself with. But I feel like two partners here may, it's like, whether you have known each other y'all whole lives or not, it could have damn near felt like it. I got the ten of cups here, and then I also got the hangman. Cups energy again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Hey, I feel like being in your head about your family situation, trying to figure out how to make it better, what to do, how to express something. I feel like also too, Cancer, your outside is a reflection of your inside. So if you are not happy, or if you are not satisfied, Cancer, with what your outer world is presenting to you, you need to take stock in what's going on with you mentally. You were told here, I think it was full moon in Capricorn, it said to take a reality check. Yeah. It said to take a reality check. So I feel like possibly constantly being in your head. I got the Knight of Wands here, and then I also got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, because the family, love, relationships, kids, children, like all that shit. I just feel like it's just like a, I just feel like as far as like emotions and things like that are concerned, and like making moves, like I said, Cancer, do not allow things to build up, because once you do say something, or when you do decide to say something, the conversation could possibly not work in the way that you want it to. And unless you are prepared to be 100% transparent about your feelings, or unless you are ready to accept someone else's transparency in regards to their own feelings, don't even bring it up. Like if it's going to be hard for you to listen to, let's say, okay, I'm gonna use this as an example. Let's say you come to somebody with a conversation saying like, you know what, I'm just not happy right now. I'm not feeling this. Like, we ain't been on the same page in a minute. We've been arguing constantly, or we've been, like things just been happening X, Y, and Z. And then they come back to you and say, well, I'm not exactly happy with you neither. You don't satisfy me in this way. You let's say you talk more than you actually do. You say one thing but you do a completely other. It's like, don't allow those things to be a shock to you. Okay, so rather, Cancer, this is you or somebody else that is dealing with you. Don't think like some people, they have these conversations and think like, oh, I'm the only one that has a problem. Sometimes your shit stink too, so don't be surprised if somebody else tell you that your shit stink too, like, oh well. And it's not even as if like they're trying to get back at you or anything like that. But it could just be like, well, I feel a certain type of way too. Maybe I feel like this way, and it could surprise you to a certain degree. Cool, but that doesn't mean that what you say couldn't surprise them either. So I feel like too, To have what you want, Cancer, you must also be that. If you want something to turn itself around and to be at its best, then you need to do the things that make you uncomfortable. You need to do the things that you may have never thought that you would be able to do before. But with this Knight of Wands here too, and then with this Ace of Swords, I really do feel like too, Cancer, as far as like people's emotions and how they feel, I feel like somebody, whether it be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, I feel like Cancer, whatever you have cut off could resurface or bring itself back around. So I feel like also too, Cancer, possibly keeping yourself in the same kind of cycle. So I'll say, I'm gonna use this as an example too. It's like wanting or saying that you want a marriage or a relationship or a certain thing, but at the same time, it's like you show or you display qualities of or you show or display like qualities of having commitment issues. I've noticed that about a lot of people. It seems like a lot of people that yearn or say the most that they want marriage and all these things have commitment issues and don't realize it. And so when these little short situationships that they get themselves involved in don't last the way that they wanted to, it's always somebody else's fault. No, you were acting in a way that was against what you were asking for. So with this take a reality check, I'm not gonna lie, Cancer, I feel like you need to see like your shit might stink a little bit too. Somebody else may be the problem and play a part, absolutely. But Cancer, I feel like they are not alone. All right, they're not alone. It takes two. You feel me? It definitely takes two. I'm gonna get some hidden truths out here too. Mm. I also feel like too when it comes down to Cancer to a certain degree as well. Like I said, even if it comes down, I'm for real factuals. I feel like too, Cancer, when it comes down to like certain situationships or even like with home life and all of that stuff, it's just like also Cancer. Don't think that grass will be greener on the other side. I talked about keeping yourself in the same toxic cycle. Don't think that grass gonna be greener on the other side because somebody comes through with some slick talking or oh well, we can do this or man we used to have a better time or I wouldn't put you through or whatever. No, fuck that. I feel like Cancer. Make sure that you are comfortable and in check with yourself before you involve anybody the fuck else, Cancer. And I mean that for real. I do. But I really do feel like you close yourself off. I still feel the pain. Big cross watcher energy. I still feel the pain here, Cancer. I really do feel like you could have decided like, no, I'm not dealing with this because something is just I told you, Cancer, at the beginning of the reading, something just does not need your energy anymore. Something is not worth holding on to. I don't know what you want. I still feel the pain and I don't know what you want. I feel like also too somebody is in a people pleasing type of energy. I feel like Cancer, please yourself, okay? Make yourself happy before you even think to make somebody else happy. Complete yourself before you even think to complete somebody else. Period. I don't give a fuck who it is. Family, partner, job, I don't give a damn. You gotta be in check first. Then that's just real shit. That's for any and every damn body. But I feel like Cancer, as far as like your finances, I feel like you're trying to make moves on it, and I also feel like too that maybe you may not be in the space of allowing people to borrow a lot either. So I feel like the fruits of your labor as well, Cancer. If you've been working very hard, maybe you've been seeing a lot of good progress from it, putting in a lot of OT. I feel like also too maybe actually utilizing your savings account or realizing how important your savings is. And I feel like also too possibly wanting to have a better home. I keep talking about. I'm looking at this tower with this Hierophant and the Two of Pentacles here. Your home life. This Ten of Wands here too. This is giving me an energy of like what happens in my house stays in my house. So you may not be saying a whole lot about what's going on in your home. This Judgment, the Lovers, the Seven of Cups here, and then also the Ten of Cups here too. I feel like when it comes down to you expressing yourself to your loved ones, that may be very few and in between, Cancer. Maybe you feel like people don't understand you, people don't want to listen to you. But I feel like too, Cancer, don't think that people don't understand you or don't want to listen to you, Cancer, just because they may not agree with you. I feel like take heed even to the things that you may not want to hear because there is wisdom in there. There's a lesson in wisdom in damn near everything. Well, I'll say in everything. You can learn something from a tree, you can learn something from the birds, you can learn something from a baby, okay? So I'm gonna say that But I'm just saying, Cancer, like, don't think like, oh, I ain't got nobody to talk to. You do have people to talk to. But it's like, just because somebody may not enable you, or because maybe someone doesn't agree with you all the time, does not mean of having certain, doesn't have the luxury of having certain feelings. That's not true. Like, it does not mean that people are not going. It does not mean you don't have anybody to talk to. It just means that everybody is not going to agree with you. Just like we had in this second angel message, how it said your feelings or your beliefs are right for you. They're right for you. Okay. Not everybody gonna feel the same way. Not everybody's going to agree. Not everybody's going to give the response that you want, and that's just a reality. Like, it is what it is. But I honestly do feel like here too. I don't know what it is about some. It's like a. I feel like also too jumping to conclusions. So, Cancer, make sure that you are thinking things out. Cancer, make sure that you are just not looking at things at a one sided, like, type situation. The Cancer, just like, don't be jumping to conclusions. I can't be with you. I don't know what you want. I still feel the pain. I can't be with you. I daydream about a life with you. Let me get one more here. So I feel like also too, Cancer, change your perception. Change your perception of what you feel like a man is supposed to be, or a woman is supposed to be, or what success is supposed to be like, or how other people are supposed to do. No, no. Your success and your love life does not look like everybody else's. And so when you get stuck in the habit of trying to live like other people, or live in someone else's perception of what love is, that's how you fuck yourself up, because you are not those people, and your partner is not that other person too. I feel so happy with you. So I feel like miscommunication just might be an issue, but I feel like as far as a love is concerned, I feel like if communication was tightened up and made a lot better, it would be a completely different ball game. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like it would work out much better, but I feel like there could be a lot of pride here as well. I feel like it could be a lot of pride here, because I feel like in the midst of conversation, maybe the person who felt like they had a case realizes you don't have a case. Like, or it's not to say that their opinions or their feelings aren't valid, but they may like realize like, okay, like they don't want to hear it, so then they just shut down, don't want to talk about it, whatever. That's childish. That's childish. I don't know why this happened. I miss being with you. And then I also have here, I still have feelings for you, and we don't share the same values. Yeah, so I feel like also too, Cancer, something could have ended, or something is just not what it should have been, or what you felt like it should have been. But I felt like somebody was possibly in some people pleasing energy, or somebody was not fully being themselves in hopes of keeping somebody else around, or felt like they had to be a certain type of way to keep somebody else around. And I feel like too, I have immature here that came out. I just got done talking about that childish shit. I feel like also too, it's like, how crazy would you feel? Because I've done this. I'll speak on myself. I felt really fucking crazy changing myself for what I felt like was going to work out for that relationship, or what was going to make that person happy, or make them be with me in a way that I wanted them to, or whatever, just for it not to work out, or at the end of, or when it did end, just for me to to be by myself, look like, wow, I completely threw myself away and didn't even like, what did I get from it? I'm not even with that person no more. I didn't even get what I wanted, which was that lasting love, that lasting relationship. I didn't even get what the fuck I wanted. And I completely threw my values aside, or threw my own aspirations and all that shit to the side. Like, come on now. Calls me childish and corny when I get mad. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Let me get three more for Divine Feminine. Yeah, I got immature here, tarot readings. My reactions usually are, I mean, shit, at least you self aware about it. At least you self aware about it. Immature, tarot readings here. Let's keep going. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, Cancer. I have Can We Talk? Can we talk? Yeah, I honestly feel like something is just miscommunication. Honestly, I feel like something is much more simple than it needs. Something can be solved much more simply than what it has been. You had common ground here. I talked about compromise and shit too. And I feel like I said too, is like even with communicating, like let somebody talk. Cancer, I'm not saying you cutting nobody off. Rather, this be an experience that you had cancer or somebody else or you to them. But let somebody talk. I feel like you can't definitively say that you know how somebody else feels if they haven't even completed a sentence. That don't make sense either, all right? But I also feel like too, maybe even walking out. I feel like somebody may have a habit of when they get upset or they don't want to talk about something or deal with something, they just walk out of the room. Let me get one more. They might just walk out of the room, hang up the phone, stop responding, certain shit like that. And then I have lazy here. So can we talk lazy, immature, and terrorist? Yeah. So I feel like how I gave the example of claiming to want something, but you work against it. I want something that's not toxic. I want something that's like this. But it's like if you're not making no moves towards it, no, you're not gonna have it. You're not gonna fucking have it. That's just a reality. Like it is what it is. I don't be trying to be mean, y'all, but I'm not about to sit up here and lie. I'm not about to sit up here and lie, okay? I got can we talk lazy? Let me see. Do I actually want to get? You know what? Let me get some. I didn't even. No, yes I did. Something got cut off. Something got cut off, and I do feel like Cancer could have cut off a fire sign or realized that a fire sign was no longer for them or something. I feel like also too somebody could have emotionally detached themselves. Somebody could have emotionally detached themselves and decided that they were not going to deal with something or they're just not going to give certain emotions where they feel like they don't belong anymore. I feel attacked. I ain't trying to attack you, baby. I promise I'm not. I'm not trying to attack you. The first one that I have here is move, and the second one that I have here is habit. So the first one here says move, and the second one says habit. So it says it is stagnant, this energy you are carrying. It feels stuck within you, just sitting there, deep in your belly, resting upon your shoulders, etched across the lines of your face. It says, like an old rusty gate that simply won't open. But notice how easily the gate begins to work again when it is oiled and painted anew, awoken from its dormant position, when it is simply moved again. You are no different. You too simply need to move. We need to get up out of this lazy energy here. Whether that be lazy on your own dreams and aspiration, or that whether that be lazy when it comes down to like intimacy or communication, or I just feel like whatever is not, whatever needs a little bit more momentum or whatever needs a little bit more attention, we need to hop out of this energy. Because like I said, we can't point fingers and shit without even seeing that, oh shit, like maybe I'm the reason why this ain't working or whatever. Like we have to this take a reality check. Sometimes we need to sit back and realize that we are the fucking problem. Like am I the problem? Am I the reason why this is happening? Sometimes we need to see like we are the fucking problem. And it's no shade. It's no shade, but sometimes we gotta see like, you know what? Maybe it's something that I'm doing too. We can't just always be saying that somebody's this way or somebody's that way or whatever. It's just like I'm gonna use this as an example too. It's like if you ever found yourself, let's say within the last year you were in three, four, five relationships, and I'm gonna put it in quotes. 3 to 5 relationships you found yourself. It's like, what am I doing that just got me just bouncing around like this? I just bouncing around like this, or that just like that's just like what is it about me that's attracting these temporary situations? What is it that I'm on? Why is it that things are only lasting 3, 6, 9 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Like what is it? What is going on? Because it's not always everybody else's fault. It's not. The next one that I have here is habit. It said it is often said that the secret to our success is hidden within our daily routines. For all big things are really just the sum of a million little things, done consistently, done diligently over time. And how beautiful is it to know that we have the power to create our reality one short day at a time, one simple choice at a time, one sweet thought at a time. So tell me now, Can you see how your habits are creating your reality today? I told you, Cancer, whatever it is on the outside that you may or may not agree with, it is a reflection of your inner, your mind, what it is that you're doing, shit, your habits. But whatever on the outside that you, like I said, whatever on the outside you do or do not agree with, you need to take a reality check and see what are your habits? What are you doing? You're the common denominator between those things. So I feel like taking accountability and taking ownership of that shit too. We can't just always be saying, "Oh, it's everybody else for always this and they're the problem." No, sometimes like we're the fucking problem. Okay. But also too, now I'm not gonna lie too, whatever Cancer needs, whatever Cancer with this Knight of Wands here and this Ace of Swords, Cancer, whatever needs to be completely cut off, I feel like Cancer, something or someone has been giving multiple chances, and you need to just let that shit go and realize when certain people are just not going to change. Okay, let me get some. Yeah, I got drought here. Let me get one more. Don't be afraid to start over too, Cancer. Do not be afraid to start over. But you gotta work on this shit within yourself because you gotta work on make sure that you're correct before you involve somebody else into that. And like, don't want to. I said don't rush and don't be rushed at the beginning of the reading. Don't want to have something so bad that you skip the work that you need to do in yourself or skip the healing that you need to do it with yourself because you're going to constantly bring in the same garbage into the next thing, and that's not fair to nobody else. So I'm gonna use this as an example too. It's like making other people pay for the mistakes of your last partner. That is not fucking fair, all right? That's not fucking fair. But don't be afraid to start over, but make sure that you check yourself before you call yourself and find somebody else in. That's a fucked up ass move right there. Okay? That ain't cool. That's not. You wouldn't want if somebody came with a trash can and dumped it in yours and then walked out. Like the fuck like take your own damn trash out. And I have birch here. So I have drought, and then I also have birch here. Yeah, Cancer, you're in a real reclusive space right now. So I want you to take your time with yourself, and I also too, I want you to do some shadow work if you can. Now, shadow work is just you like it's that reality check. That's what shadow work is. It's that reality check. It's checking those things that make you uncomfortable to check. It's checking those things that you could have avoided or whatever the fuck. But I'm serious. Don't get so stuck in the feelings of what everybody else have done and how they could have betrayed you. Look at how you betrayed yourself. That's just period, all right? Look at how you could have betrayed yourself, Cancer. But like I said too, I really do feel like as far as there's this love, I feel like communication is key. And without it, it ain't. I mean, without it, it's like you working against what you keep saying you won't or what you desire. Healthy communication, not just arguing, not just whatever. And I feel like also too, silent treatment and all that shit. That's childish. Walking out when something needs fixing or when something needs to be addressed, that is also childish. Those are both. Now I can see if you're trying to protect yourself from doing something that you do not want to do, but at the same time, we have to show some type of emotional maturity and emotional strength as well. Okay. So take that reality check and do that shadow work, Cancer. It's very, very, very fucking necessary. You were told to follow your intuition before it makes sense. Trust where you are led, Cancer. And then you also had here, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. Not everything is as deep, Cancer, as possibly as what you make it, love. So I feel like also, Cancer, lighten up a little bit. Lighten up a little bit. All right? And whatever needs to be spoke on, handle that shit ASAP. You will be much more happier. I promise you. I promise you. Leave the past behind. Don't bring up no old shit neither. Cancer too. So if you say that you over something or that you truly don't care about nothing, or I'm not gonna say you don't care about nothing, but if you say that you're truly over something, you don't care anymore, or it is what it is, then actually act like it. All right. Don't bring nothing up. Don't none of that. Detoxify and take a reality check. So I feel like also too, Cancer, whether you fell off or not, get back to your good eating habits, getting some putting life back into your body. I'm not trying to tell nobody to not eat no flesh foods. I still eat chicken from time to time, whatever. But shit, I'm throwing out some chicken right now. But I'm just saying, like, as far as completely cleansing your energy, I talked about you cleansing your space as well. All right. Hell, maybe you constipated. I'm gonna use it as an example. Maybe you need to take a good shit. Sometimes your attitude can change after a good shit. I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be nasty, But sometimes you can taking a good shit and just put the best smile on your face. But I'm just talking about as far as just surrounding yourself and putting more. It's joy. Joy is something that isn't it that is automatic. All right. Misery is a choice. Misery is something that you develop and that you hold on to. Misery takes a lot of fucking energy. Sadness takes a lot of energy. Joy is a phenomenon that's just automatic. All right. So I feel like don't put so much pressure on yourself as well. And like I said, Cancer, your love and your success or what you feel like you should have or whatever, it should not be determined on how other people's look, how other people's relationships are. Well, if such and such don't do this, so that must mean that their relationship. Like if you constantly are comparing yourself to something else, you'll never. I mean, come on now, you'll never be happy. You'll never be happy because you like not we all don't know what goes on behind closed doors. You look at these celebrities, people be talking about bay goals, couple goals, whatever, not even realizing that it could be a whole bunch of toxic shit going on behind closed doors. I'm just saying, Cancer, I love you. Don't take offense to nothing I said. I hope you don't, but if you do, shit, it is what it is. But I do. I say everything with love, and I really do because I want you to be better. But Cancer, certain things just do not. Don't put your energy into everything. Everything ain't that deep. I promise you it's not. Let go, let God, move on. I enjoyed this stream. I really, really did. I'm about to keep going on. The next signs that I have to do are Pisces and Scorpio. But I'm going to see y'all later. Follow no man for his journey is not your own. And I love you as is, and you will love yourself the same. And I'll see you later. Bye.